Welcome to Mega Talk. We're still the talk show in boxing. Welcome to Mega Talk and still the talk show in boxing. We have a very special guest here today. We have the WBA International Welterweight Champion, introducing ranked number 5 in the world, the one, the only Conah Walker. Hi Conah, how are you doing today?
Good, mate. How are you? I love that introduction. Yeah, class, mate.
Thank you. Now, it's really, really good to have you here today because I know it's fight week. A big fight's coming up. Can you just tell the people who you're going to be fighting?
Yeah, so we've got Lewis Crocker. He's from Belfast. Tough lad. Very tough lad. He's ranked number 2 in the UK. I think he's like 14 in the world in all the governing bodies. So, you know, he's you don't get there by chance or by luck. So, you know, it's going to be a tough fight. Don't get me wrong, but I'm more than prepared.
You do look very, very prepared. You look very, very lean. So how's training gone? I know that's a bit of a cliche question, but how's training really gone?
Honestly, people say every camp, this is the best camp yet. But yeah, hands down, the fittest, the strongest I've ever been. We've had 14 weeks notice, so we've had plenty of time, and we've just done everything right. It seems like we've timed everything right, and we've got plenty really good sparring in, and we've brought the weight down right. We've had our rest days, we've had our feed days. It just sort of everything's fell in place. So it's a fun part now.
So, I've always wondered about this. When people say it's the hardest camp that they've had, does that mean that you've trained harder or does it mean longer days?
Say hardest camp. I mean, it's the best camp. Hard. I mean, every camp's hard. I mean, if it's not hard, then you're doing something wrong. So they're all hard, but it's been the best to date because I've just ticking more boxes. Sparring. I'm hurting lads. I'm doing things in the gym. Things are clicking, and it's just it just seems like I'm becoming a more complete fighter, and I'm rounded. Everything's falling into place. I've had my learning fights. I've done my apprenticeship, and now I'm ready for the big boys.
When I say how are you, I mean, how are you in yourself outside of boxing and your vision for the future? How is Conah?
Absolutely fantastic, mate. My life's good, man. I've got obviously my little boy and my missus. We've businesses doing well outside of boxing as well. So outside of boxing, can't complain. I've got a rock there with my missus. She's there by my side for it all, and but realistically, there's not much outside of boxing because my life is boxing. So yeah, I mean, look, I'm just happy to be alive, mate.
Lewis Crocker. Let me say some of the things which I've heard people say. He's a very, very hard puncher. One of the boxers that he punches like a horse kicks. What do you think of him?
Yeah, I mean, look, everyone can punch hard. And with 8-ounce gloves on, anyone can tap. So I mean, look, I'm just as big a puncher as him. That's the bottom line. I'm not. I mean, look, I've been in there with punchers, and they just seem to bounce off me. I've got an hard head, but we've worked in the gym to his strengths, and we're gonna put him to bed. So yeah.
So he's gonna have to bring a pillow that night.
He's gonna have to bring more than a bit of power. Is what I'm saying. Is because boxing's not all about power. There's a lot more to it. You've got you got to have footwork. You've got to have the right boxing brain. You've got to be fit. You've got to make the weight right, which I think he struggles with. So there's more components than just being able to hit hard. and I think I do more things better than him. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, this is the fun part. I've done all the hard graft. I've met the weight basically now. I'm near enough on weight. So like I've got to go and have fun now. And that's having fun with his head.
Okay, thank you for that. The other thing, what people say, he's good at cutting down the ring.
But he won't be cutting down the ring because I'll be meeting him in the middle, and that's the bottom line. So, he can. There won't be no cutting down the ring.
Okay, what do you think that he does well?
Yeah, like you say, he punches hard, and he punches well in sequences, but he'll be met with them. So like with the lads he's fought in the past, he's fought smaller lads, and he can punch through them and he can intimidate them. It's not gonna happen with me. It's gonna be a different fight, and he'll realise that as soon as the bell goes.
That's good to hear. What's next after this fight? So you come out victorious. What's next?
Just this fight, mate. That's all it is. I've got him in my part in vision, and whatever happens after that happens after that. But I've got a big task on my hands. So yeah, I'm not even looking past Cocker. I'm just focusing on him.
Conor, with that statement there, I know that you're serious. With that statement there, I know that you're serious. There's no fight after this because this is the fight. I like that attitude.
That's it, mate. This is my world title fight. Get past him, then there is massive fights on the cards. There's no doubt about that. But first of all is the Croc.
Okay, I know that you're not looking past him, but I just want to mention some names to you because if you look down the WBA listings, these are the names, and everybody's going to know these names. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Junior, Conor Benn, Adrian Broner.
I'll have them all. I'll have them all in a heartbeat. This is a position I'm in now. I've got my ranking, and there's a reason why I'm ranked there because I'm a good fighter, and I believe I beat anyone they put in front of me. Me and my team, we create a game plan, and we execute it. We've got, we like I say, we're moulding ourselves, and we're creating a fighter that a complete fighter. So it doesn't matter who they put in front of me. You give us the time, you give us the date, and we'll create a game plan for that fighter. So that's the bottom line.
Motivation. What would you say your motivation is now, Conor?
Just creating a better life for my family. That's the biggest mass. All the motivation you need. I don't need nothing more than to give my son a better life. Say better life. I've had a great life, but I want him to experience a lot more of the world, and see a lot more. And I want him to have a nice house to grow up in, and I want him to have something. I want to have something to pass down, and I think that's for me is more than anything else that you need for motivation. Obviously, I'm success driven. I like. I've strived to be successful. So it's it doesn't matter to me sort of anything more than just being successful.
Nice one. The last time we spoke about the fights in the West Midlands. Yes, you could tell I wasn't happy that there wasn't as many fights coming up in the West Midlands. Since that, we've seen a big change. How do you feel about the fights in the West Midlands? And when it does come down to like one of your big title fights, maybe the world title fights, how are you going to go about trying to get them in the West Midlands?
Well, look, now we've obviously got Matchroom investing in sort of Birmingham shows. You see Frank Warren's putting Birmingham shows on, and we're doing well. The tickets, obviously, I know Tyler's done really well. I've smashed the tickets. We've got the likes of Benn Whittaker, flying the flag as well. We've got a good sort of stable of fighters coming through the West Midlands. So I don't think they can deny us moving forward now. So we've just got to keep keep producing the goods, and I'm sure they'll keep putting money into bringing the shows back here. And obviously, my dream is to get a world title at the Molyneux and things like that. But I mean, look, I've got to do these sort of steps before I get anywhere near there. So I'm just enjoying the ride.
Speaking of like getting fights here, it comes down to ticket sales. How have ticket sales gone, and is there any way that we can get further tickets?
Yeah, done really well on tickets. I mean, I ordered 500. They've gone last week. I'm waiting for some more now, and I know a load have got them online, but I'm hoping to get a ticket link today. I've got a load of people to send it out to, so yeah, just keep an eye on my socials and you'll see the ticket link.
Speaking of socials, how do people reach you?
So my name's spelled a bit different than any other Conah. It's Conah. So if you just type in Conah, I'll probably be the first one because I've never met no one spelled the same name as spelled the same way as me. So if you just tap in Conah, and I've only got Facebook and Instagram, so yeah, get up on there and drop me a message if you need tickets, or just drop me a follow if you want to.
Look, I was watching one of the videos of you, and I thought it was really, really interesting, especially what's been happening in the Wolverhampton area on knife crime. And you're speaking out about the knife crime. In particular, there's nowhere really for young people to go. You know, youth clubs are closing down. You know, we need to encourage them to get into boxing centres. Any ideas of what you can say really to young people who are up and coming about staying safe, keeping off the streets?
Well, I'm a massive advocate of obviously getting them into boxing gyms. I think it can really help. You know, giving a lad a bit of self-worth and, you know, having something that you can work towards and be someone. Because boxing, you can become something from, you know, coming from the sort of places that we come from. There's not much going on around here, and if we've got somewhere to go to train and mingle with like-minded people, I think it can definitely help. Not just knife crime, just general crime in general, and getting the kids off the streets, playing up. You know, I think boxing saved me 1,000,000%. So, you know, it can save anyone else. So yeah, it's yeah, more boxing. Obviously, I know that we have got a few boxing gyms here and there, but, you know, more boxing gyms or more advertising for boxing gyms, because, like you say, the youth clubs are closing down. There's nowhere for them to go, so they're making their own fun, as in, you know, playing up, which can be fun as a kid, but it's you know, it's not the best way of having fun.
Thank you, Conah. Is there anything really that you want to say on ending? Ranked number 5 in the world. Is there anything what you want to say, Conah, of your next moves, or what you want to say to the public?
I just want to say thanks to anyone that's bought tickets, following my journey. You know, I'm going to keep flying the flag for the West Midlands and Wolverhampton. And if you can't come to the fight, tune in.
Thank you, Conah. Thank you for listening to Mega Talk.
Cheers, mate. Nice one.
Mega Talk. We're still the talk show in boxing.